What's going on, y'all? I'm back with another video, and today for you guys we have a brand new airport to the channel that I actually just finished today, so pretty excited about that. It is a model of Daytona Beach International Airport. Now this airport is very special to me, as this was the airport I used to fly in all the time when I'd go on vacation to Florida, so it is very near and dear to my heart. So I thought I'd make a replica of it because Daytona Beach used to just have service from American Eagle, and Delta, but recently they got service from Avelo and Breeze, so to bring some variety to the airport. So I decided to bring it to life. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So right in front of you guys, we have a U.S. Airways Express CRJ 900 operating for American Eagle. He is going to make the flight out to Charlotte. Now, American Airlines and American Eagle, they only operate one route out of Daytona, which is to Charlotte. So he just arrived in from Charlotte, but heading back out there. Just pushing back out of the gate, we have a American Airlines A319, American Mainline. He is just being pushed back for Charlotte. Now, during the summer months, American will send mainline service on the A319 to and from Charlotte to Daytona, which is pretty cool. Going down the line, we have the staple of Daytona. We have the Delta MD-90. He came in from Atlanta and will be heading back out there. Now, these are the exact aircraft that I personally flew on to Daytona from Atlanta. I flew on the MD-88 and the MD-90, which is very special. And I do have both those aircraft in this update. But just as American does, Delta only has one route, which is to Atlanta, and they use their mainline aircraft right now. During the winter, they operate the 717s from Atlanta. But during the summer months, they operate the 737-900 ER, 737-800, and A321, which is pretty cool. So increased capacity. And all the way down there, we have a Avelo 737-800 in the split scimitars. He will be making a flight out to Windsor Locks, which is the main city in Connecticut, which is pretty cool. Velo do have a couple routes from Daytona. They do the flight to Windsor Locks, and they also fly to, I believe it's New Haven, also in Connecticut, which is kind of just north of the New York area. And going down to the taxiway, we have the aforementioned Delta MD-88. He pushed out of his gate and is taxiing to the active runway for his flight to Atlanta. Taxiing in, we have the Breeze Airways A220-300. He also is coming in from Windsor Locks, and I believe they also fly to Providence from Daytona. So it's Providence and Windsor Locks as well for Breeze. And just a little overview of the terminal right there, which is pretty cool. Now, Daytona Beach is a pretty small airport. They only have a couple, just positioning the phone, get a nice shot of the Delta right there. Daytona is a pretty small airport, only has one terminal building with 6 gates. Gate, I believe 1 and 3 are owned and operated by American, but from what I've seen throughout the years, American only operates out of Gate 3, but they do own Gate 1 and 2. Gate 5 was kind of an unused gate for years and years as I flew in and out of Daytona, but Breeze now flies out of Gate 5. Delta historically operated out of gates 2, 4, and 6, the even number gates. I personally flew out of gate 2 every single time I flew out of Daytona. But now, in the present day, Delta only operates out of gate 4 and 6, and Avelo operates out of gate 2. In the past, Daytona Beach has had service from JetBlue, which is pretty interesting. They used to fly, I believe it was twice weekly service to New York. I could be wrong. It could be 3 times weekly, but I believe it was 2. They operated that flight to New York, JFK, for 3 years. I've had family members that have flown on that JetBlue flight, which was pretty cool. But after 3 years, on the exact date that it started, 3 years later, JetBlue ended service to Daytona because there wasn't enough passengers flying to and from. And Sunwing, which is a Canadian low-cost airline, they started service, I believe, in 2018 to Daytona. But again, citing passenger numbers, after a year of flying to Daytona, they ended service. And I guess you can say, not the national carrier of Florida, but a Florida-based airline, Silver Airways. They flew out of Daytona. They flew a once daily flight to Fort Lauderdale on the Saab 340, which was pretty cool. And U.S. Airways also did fly to Daytona, to Charlotte, of course. But when American and U.S. Airways merged, American Airlines took over the Charlotte route. And American Eagle did operate service to JFK, Dallas Fort Worth, and Philadelphia from Daytona. But they cut the JFK, Philly, and Dallas Fort Worth routes, and they just brought it back down to Charlotte because no one really flying those routes. But yeah, guys, later on down the road, I will have a kind of a retro update, having JetBlue, U.S. Airways, and Silver, and taking out Avelo and Breeze in future updates, just to show the variety of what Daytona used to be compared to what it is today. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.